And now, a visit with Diana E. to the brand new San Francisco Main Library. Good morning, Diana.
Good morning, Terry. You're right. This is the Bay Area's newest gem, San Francisco's main library. New main library. State of the art. It cost $137 million. It's 7 stories high. A little over 1 million books had to be moved into this library, into the Civic Center area, which is just next door to the old one. The old library reached capacity back in 1944. Now the collection of material is expected to grow by 25,000 books a year. With me now is Peter Booth Wiley, the man that, if there's any man to know anything about the library, everything, past and present. Peter Booth Wiley, and he's also the author of A Free Library in the City, a spectacular book on the new library. And Peter, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Wow, this library is spectacular. I just took a few walks back there. Tell me, what is unique about this library?
Well, I think there are 2 things that are unique about the library. This is probably technologically the most advanced library in the United States, and it'll become a model over the next few years for the use of technology in libraries. The other thing is that this library is filled with special collections, and these collections are designed to reflect the diversity of the population in San Francisco and the Bay Area.
Now, we were talking a little bit earlier that this is really specially designed, too, for disabled people, the physically challenged.
Yeah, I think this is one of the areas in which the library will become a model. It really is the most advanced in terms of using technology to help disabled people. So, for instance, you go in the front doors behind us, and there's a special granite strip on the floor of a red material. It's a slightly raised strip, and you can feel that strip with your feet or with a cane.
Okay, right. Well, we'll get back to that a little bit later on, and back to you, Terry.
All right, thank you very much, Peter Booth Wiley, and thank you very much, Diana E. We want to get back to you a little bit later and enjoy and maybe see a little bit more of this spectacular library. 29 minutes now past the hour, and you know, it used to be a time in the smaller communities across America when the opening of a library was something that was very, very festive. You don't think of libraries as festive. Well, check out the new one in San Francisco, $105 million worth of spectacular library. And covering it all for us this morning for Bay TV is Diana E. Good morning, Diana.
Good morning, Terry. This is the Bay Area's newest gem, San Francisco's main library. It is really the state of the art, very advanced. It cost $137 million, is 7 stories. It's next door to the old one, but it's 3 times the size of the old library with a little over 1 million books, a lot of computers. The new library expected to attract 3 times more visitors than the old library. And joining me now is a man who knows a lot about the library, the old one and the new library. His name is Peter Booth Wiley. He's also the author of this book, A Free Library in the City. Thanks for joining us, Peter. Peter, this is one of the most advanced libraries in the country.
Yes, this is a very advanced library technologically, and will become a model for other public libraries in the United States.
Tell us some of the advances inside.
Well, we have 300 or more computers. They are for both the staff and the patrons. The catalog is online. You can access the internet here, either by coming into the library or going to your branch or calling up from home. There are special computerized systems for the visually impaired and the hearing impaired. There are electronic multimedia workstations for children. It goes on and on.
It's great, yes, and I did get a glimpse of it. It's huge. It's a huge library. And this is not the only home site the library has had. It's had a lot of sites.
It started out in an auditorium in 1879 down at on Bush Street, and then it was in the old City Hall before the earthquake in 1906, which sat right here. In fact, there were 2 sites, and the library was destroyed. The new one was built next door, known as the Old Main, and then this is our latest site.
Wow. And again, there are a lot of computers. Anyone can access them?
Oh yes, definitely. From your branch, by coming here too.
Tell me, how about the books? Are there a lot of new books too?
Well, we voted a couple of years ago to increase the appropriation for the library, so it's now a fixed percentage of the city budget. This has led to the purchase of lots of new books, and over the next 5 or 10 years, they're probably going to increase the book collection by about 50%.
And checking books out will be a little different in this library compared to others or in the past.
They're moving toward automated self-checkout, and there will be wands that the patrons can use to check their own books out.
Wow, that's great. Okay, this library is huge. It's spectacular. A lot of people are expected to come out to see this library. It's 7 stories high. It's just unimaginable. You have to see it for yourself. It's so large and so many books and so many new things, especially for, like you said, the disabled and physically challenged. Some really neat things inside to help them read.
Well, you can come in and there's a special color strip on the floor so that if you're blind or visually impaired, you can find your way into the special center for blind and visually impaired people. There also are sensors in the ceiling, and a blind person will be given a little thing like a Walkman, and they're electronic signs essentially. So the library will speak to you and tell you where you are and what services are available and how to get to the special centers.
All right, great. Well, Terry, that's it for now, but at 10 o'clock, Bay TV will show the grand opening ceremonies live from 10 to 11. Mayor Willie Brown is expected to open the doors, actually, right? And then someone's supposed to skydive and jump down.
Well, I hear there's going to be a skydiver who will come, and there'll be the Gay and Lesbian Marching Band and the mayor and the Board of Supervisors and many of the people who contributed to the building of this library.
All right, a lot of activities scheduled today. Terry, back to you.
Yeah, let's get to the party. Come on, guys, let's party a little bit, okay?